Hi, good day. I am Angelina Golosino from Group 13. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the programming languages, which is JavaScript, data types, and statements. Data types in JavaScript describes the different types or kinds of data that you will be working and storing in variables. In JavaScript, there are two kinds of data types, which are the primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Under primitive data type are 1. String represents textual data, can contain groups or character as single value. It is represented in double quotes. 2. Number represents integer or a floating point number, decimals and exponentials. 3. Boolean any of two values, true or false. It is easier to think of it as a yes or no switch. 4. Undefined. A data type whose variable is not initialized. If a variable is declared but the value is not assigned, then the value of that variable will be undefined. 5. Null. Denotes a null value. If we assign null to a variable, it becomes empty. And in non-primitive data type are 1. Array. Can contain groups of values of same type. 2. Objects. K-value pairs of collection of data. An object is a complex data type that allow us to store collections of data. Statement. JavaScript statements are the commands to tell the browser to what action to perform. Statements are separated by semicolon. JavaScript statement constitutes the JavaScript code, which is translated by the browser line by line. The various JavaScript statements are 1. Switch case. A block of statements in which execution of code depends upon different cases. The interpreter checks each case against the value of the expression until a match is found. If nothing matches, a default condition will be used. 2. If-else. Fundamental control statement that allows JavaScript to make decisions and execute statements conditionally. Use the optional else clause to execute a statement if the condition is false. 3. While. Execute a statement or code block repeatedly as long as expression is true. Once expression becomes false, the loop will be exited. 4. Do while. Block of statements that are executed at least once and continues to be executed while condition is true. 5. 4. Same as while but initialization. Condition and increment or decrement is done in the same line. 6. For n. This loop is used to loop through an object's properties. 7. Continue. Tells the interpreter to immediately start the iteration of the loop and skip remaining code block. 8. Break. Break statement is used to exit a loop early, breaking out of the enclosing curly braces. 9. Function. The keyword function is used to declare a function, a group of reusable code which can be called anywhere in your program. 10. Return. Used to return a value from a function. 11. Var. Used to declare a variable. 12. Try. On which error handling is implemented. 13. Catch. A block of statements that are executed when an error occurs. 14. Throw. Used to throw an error. Assignment operators. An assignment operator assigns a value to its left operand based on the value of its right operand. The first operand must be a variable, and basic assignment operator is equal, which assigns the value of its right operand to its left operand. Here are the operator, description, and example. Expression statements. The simplest kinds of statements in JavaScript are expressions that have side effects. But C uses strict for an important expressions statement without side effects. Assignment statements are one major category of expression statements. The increment and decrement operators, plus plus and minus minus, are related to assignment statements. These have side effect of changing a variable value, just as if an assignment had been performed. The delete operator has the important side effects of deleting an object property. Thus, it is almost always used as a statement, rather than as part of a larger expression. Function calls are another major category of expression statement. These client-side function calls are expressions, but they have side effects that affect the web browser and are used here as statements. If a function does not have any side effects, there is no sense in calling it, unless it is part of a larger expression or an assignment. But take note that each line of code in each of these examples is terminated with a semicolon. Here are the basic control structures. These are the several control structures supported by JavaScript. 1. If-else. The fundamental control statement that allows JavaScript to make decisions and execute statements conditionally. 2. Switch case. The basic syntax of the switch statement is to give an expression to evaluate and several different statements to execute based on the value expression. The interpreter checks each case against the value of the expression until a match is found. If nothing matches, a default condition will be used. 3. Do-while loop. Similar to the while loop, except that the condition check happens at the end of the loop. This means that the loop will always be executed at least once, even if the condition is false. 4. While loop. The purpose of while loop is to execute a statement or code block repeatedly as long as expression is true. Once expression becomes false, the loop will be exited. 5. For loop. The for loop is the most compact form of looping and includes the following three important parts. First, the loop initialization, where we initialize our counter to a starting value. The initialization statement is executed before the loop begins. Second, the test statement, which will test if the given condition is true or not. If the condition is true, then the code given inside the loop will be executed. Otherwise, loop will come out. Third and the last, the iteration statement where you can increase or decrease your counter. Here are the references if you want to know more about JavaScript, data types, and statements. That would be all in programming languages. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.